talking about the inguinal lymph nodes, which is the most peripheral lymph nodes draining the pelvis. Inguinal lymph nodes divided into superficial and deep groups. The superficial inguinal lymph nodes drain the anus, cranial skin, and round ligaments of the uterus, while the lymph from the gluteal region and the anterior abdominal wall below the level of the umbilicus also drain to the lateral nodes in this group. The medial group of superficial lymph nodes receive lymphatics from the perineal genitalia. The lower group of the superficial inguinal lymph nodes receives superficial lymphatics from the lower extremity. The deep inguinal groups are located on the medial side of the femoral vein and receive efferent lymphatics from deep lymphatics of the lower extremity. A small number of efferents from superficial inguinal nodes, lymphatic drainage from the glans penis or clitoris. The superficial and deep inguinal lymph nodes drain to the external iliac lymph node. About delineation, we are talking about the common iliac lymph nodes. Here we are talking about the borders. The cranial border is the bifurcation of the abdominal aorta at the inferior border of L4. Caudally, a bifurcation of the common iliac vessels at the inferior border of L5 at the level of the superior border of the ila of the sacrum. Anteriorly, it is bounded by loose aerial tissue anterior to the common iliac vessels, and posteriorly by the body of L5. Medially by also loose aerial tissue, and this is the common iliac. See here, this is the right common iliac vein. This is the corresponding artery. This is the left common iliac vein and artery. And this is the psoas muscle. And we see here the iliac bone. This is the level of L4. Again, this is the psoas muscle, the right common iliac artery bifurcation, the left one, the left internal iliac artery, and this is the left common iliac vein. This is the left external iliac artery. Again, this is the psoas muscle, and this is the iliacus muscle, and it will meet the psoas to form the iliopsoas. And this group, also this is the right external iliac vein, the right external iliac artery, the internal iliac artery and vein, and again psoas iliacus muscle. This is the left internal iliac artery, and this is the confluence of the left external and lateral iliac veins. And here it starts the pre-sacral lymph nodes. The internal iliac lymph nodes bounded cranially by the bifurcation of the starts cranially at the level of the bifurcation of the common iliac vessels at the inferior border of L5, and caudally planes through the superior border of the head of femurs at the level of the superior border of the coccyx. Anteriorly, it is bounded by the posterior border of the external iliac lymph nodes and loose tissue. Posteriorly, also loose aerial tissue, and medially, again, laterally by the piriformis muscle. The external iliac lymph nodes cranially also at the bifurcation of the common iliac at the level of the inferior border of L5, caudally at the level of the femoral artery, anteriorly the iliopsoas muscle, posteriorly anterior border of the internal iliac lymph nodes and loose tissue, medially loose tissue, and laterally it is the iliopsoas muscle. Talking about the obturator, which is part of the internal iliac lymph nodes, as we mentioned, the obturator lymph nodes cranially plane through the acetabulum, caudally superior border of the neck of femur, at the small ischial foramen. Anteriorly it is loose tissue, and posteriorly also loose tissue, medially again, and laterally it is the internal obturator muscle in the intrapelvic portion. The presacral lymph nodes cranially at the level of L5S1, sacropromontory, caudally at the superior border of periscopsogeal vertebrae, anteriorly and loose cellular tissue, and posteriorly anterior aspect of the sacrum. And the medial border is not defined. Laterally, it is a piriformis muscle. Here we are seeing CT cuts. This is the internal iliac, and this is the external iliac, and this is the presacral lymph nodes. And you are seeing here, this is the corresponding vessels, and we are lymph node group around the vessels by margin of 7 mm, excluding the muscle and bone. And it is the presacral lymph node groups. And here is starting the obturator one, internal iliac, obturator, external iliac, and the presacral. And this is the piriformis muscle. And this is the iliopsoas. Again, this is the external iliac, iliopsoas muscle. And this obturator, internal iliac, and the presacral. About the inguinal lymph nodes, cranially it is at the level of the superior limits of the neck of femur. Caudally at the bifurcation of the femoral artery and superficial and deep branches. Anteriorly, adipose tissue, and posteriorly it is a pectineal muscle. While medially it is adductor muscle, and laterally for superficial group, adipose tissue and loose connective tissue, and sartorius muscle. For the deep ones, it is the femoral vessels. And this is CT cut showing the inguinal lymph nodes. As you see here, there is still obturator here, and this is the obturator internus muscle. And this level at the head of femur and the neck, and this is the sartorius muscle. This is the iliopsoas, and here is the inguinal lymph nodes. Again, sartorius, iliopsoas. Later through the symphysis pubis, and again there is inguinal lymph nodes here, and the last cuts with the obturator. And this is the pectineal muscle, sartorius, iliopsoas, and here is also the inguinal lymph nodes. Okay, that's it. Thank you. About orientation of the growing system we are dealing with. The next session will be on contouring hands-on on the case with radical radiation for prostate cancer, and another case with post-operative radiation. And this is the program called Free the Doctor. We will have it now, each one. We will open the program and click on the continue here. And then we will click here on the left. Click the add folder.